Shalom, and thank you for watching this video from HaDerekh Synagogue. I hope you are liking the content we are bringing you. If you could like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, that will greatly help us. And to further help bring great content to you from our teachers, if you could please consider to donate to HaDerekh Synagogue. The link is in the description box below. Thank you for watching.
Around the world, anti-Semites are harassing students. They're staging protests, vandalizing Jewish homes and businesses, destroying posters of Israeli captives, and crafting insane justifications that blame the Jewish victims. It can escalate into false accusations, mass expulsions, violent mobs, murder, and even genocide. We are hated for being capitalist, but then in capitalist nations, we're hated for being communist. We're herded into ghettos. There we're called clannish. But when we assimilate, we're accused of infiltrating or corrupting the dominant culture. We're too white to count as an oppressed minority, but not white enough to mollify white supremacists. We are rich, powerful, and influential given our numbers. We claim to be the chosen people. We killed Jesus. We are outsiders and different from everyone else. We are an inferior race. We are easy scapegoats. And while some of these reasons may describe a particular anti-Semite's motivation, none of them really explain anti-Semitism, especially since anti-Semitism happens at times and in places where these reasons don't make a whole lot of sense. For example, Jews living in Prussia's Palest settlement, they were poor and weak, but they were still hated. The Jews of the 19th century Germany renounced their status as chosen people, and they were still hated. Even when we assimilated and did our best to shed our Jewish identity, we were still hated. So no matter where you look in history, anti-Semitism is always there. And with the explanations always changing and always evolving, it's hard not to think that they're really just excuses. According to our tradition, this hatred began at Har Sinai. Har Sinai actually is where we see the birth of the Jewish people, or the Israeli people. Now, calling us Jewish at this point, of course, is anachronistic, but it's a term used just for its familiarity. Now, the secret of this hatred, I think, is found in the name Sinai, which sounds similar to Sinah, which means hatred. At Mount Sinai, we received the 10 words and embraced the tenets of ethical monotheism. Concepts like the dignity of the individual, the brotherhood of man, equality and justice, and many other ideals that most people now hold as being self-evident. Anti-Semitism is a rejection of all of those values. For as one infamous anti-Semite stated, conscience is a Jewish invention and it's a blemish like circumcision. If you can say the dignity of the individual except, or the brotherhood of man except, or equality and justice except, then you reject the tenets of ethical monotheism at the worst, or you're a hypocrite at the very best. While in context, that except applies to your relationship with the Jewish people, but it equally applies to other drivers on the road as well. The homeless, the followers of Islam. The brotherhood of man is an all-inclusive concept. Every human being deserves dignity, equality, and justice. So for anyone who wants to come along for a ride in this jalopy is nothing short of a miracle. I'm speaking to the Gentiles. To grab onto a list of do's and don'ts instead of doing whatever the heck you want. To give up on the biggest shopping day of the week, Saturday. to embrace the knowledge that your actions are for the glory of your creator instead of your own, to accept that your actions combined with everyone else in this room serves to elevate the Kedusha of the nation of Israel is truly incredible. That is a miracle. The Goyim in our midst are not second-class citizens. Instead, they are fellow heirs and fellow members of the Commonwealth and fellow partakers of the promise we find in Mashiach Yeshua. I use the term Commonwealth on purpose, since we belong to the same king, but are not necessarily under the same set of laws and bylaws. The values taught by ethical monotheism are the solution to anti-Semitism. That's the unique mission of the Jewish people and yours, to know those values and to teach them. So in a surprising way, anti-Semitism is a reminder to the Jews of what they stand for: morality and conscience. The answer to anti-Semitism is to embrace and live these values as best as we can.